Big Trouble, Derek, Carlotta, everyone is finding and redefining their voice. And now we are using ours for tonight's Star After Show. Welcome and stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Stay woke.
It makes you think you're a piano player. I'm like,
I know, right? This song is so smooth. I love it.
Yeah, I love
especially
that they
for
put
like
it in the episode.
Yeah, it's like good ride music. You just like ride out with the windows down and stuff like that.
Right.
Anyways, thank you all for joining me for season 2, episode 4 of Star, titled "It Ain't Over." I'm your host, Ivanna Williams. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams. And it's just the two of us, but that's okay. Introduce yourself, girl.
We good. Hey, it's Shawna O. You can catch me on all social media at DShawna O. And Keke Palmer in the same episode with Star and Ayanna. The powerful women.
Yeah.
Tonight we're just on point. So I have to talk about that. We got to delve into it.
It was a lot of egos clashing, wasn't it?
I saw it all.
And I liked it.
I
It
liked
makes for
too.
good drama.
I think the men in the show really enjoyed it this show.
Probably.
I noticed.
I can see that. Yeah, because so it starts off where it picked up actually from last episode, and Star's talking to her dad. And he's saying that he's staying at a hotel in somewhere. He's like, and I'm not going anywhere. And then she spits in his face, and she goes somewhere.
God.
She walks off. I wasn't expecting her to spit in his face, but I wasn't surprised.
I expected her to at least, slap him or something like that, but the spit is
You were expecting a slap?
Star will slap a person in a minute.
She will. I just thought that she was going to use her words, but I guess that's just that's too
expecting
mature.
a bit much from Star. She's not quite that mature.
That's too mature.
But
Yeah.
to spit in someone's face is like the ultimate disrespect, and I think
Right.
she needed him to know you are nothing to me.
Yeah.
Diva moment, I liked it.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember last episode, I was like, did we see him at all last season? And we're like, no, we didn't. So the fact that he's just now popping up just really goes to show. And she hadn't seen him since she was a child.
No, the backstory is crazy on
Yeah,
this one. The
and
fact
so they
that
get
he
into
left
that
her
more.
there.
I know.
Just like, I don't care if you're high
I have
or
a good
not.
question, but I'm going to wait to the end about, like forgiveness and all that stuff. Because I'm like, look, this is difficult. But
This is, and it's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's not just a one conversation type of thing.
Not at all.
So he needed to have a whole archive of letters to show that I've been writing you for 20
a journal.
years.
Hello?
Right?
I know, for real.
And I'm a bad man.
Right. I'm a bad man. So we also get a sneak peek of Keke Palmer, and she has this huge diva attitude.
Fab.
Yeah, it's as Gigi. She's going to be featured as Gigi. But to me, I'm like, girl, this is Keke Palmer playing
Right.
Keke. Like,
Yes, that is her all
over
day.
again.
She plays her own role. And the
Yeah.
beautiful part about it is she's glam doing it. And I love how Ayanna's reacting to Gigi. And
Right.
This is what the move that needs to be made because
Yeah.
Ayanna needs
it's
to.
a total, like, the dynamic is switching, right?
It
And I'm
is.
like, okay, I like this.
I like
you
this
know?
because Ayanna has been on her high horse and I need her to sit it down.
Yeah, it's a very humbling experience right now, isn't it?
It is. We found out some things about Ayanna though that made me feel a little more empathetic towards her. She has,
I almost softened up for her a little bit, and I was like, no! I don't want to soften up for her. I don't
But
want to
did.
understand her.
I did, but you're right. I pulled it back. As soon as she started talking smart again, I was like, you know what?
Never mind.
You ain't good.
No,
Never mind.
Yeah, so Star, we're supposed to look it up again. And maybe y'all can tell us in the live chat. Hey, everyone in the live chat. Thanks again for staying with us week after week here. We really do appreciate it. Again, thanks for following us over here to this new platform.
We love you guys.
If any of you know, you can say in the live chat. We're trying to get, again, Paris Jackson's character's name on the show. I had it written down before, but I didn't have enough time to look it up again. Sorry. So Star fights her after, the girl, she was so disrespectful, and she kept like making kissy faces at Simone, and I'm like, okay, like, this is stop, because I think we all
Simone seemed
agreed that this is
uncomfortable.
it's predatory.
Yes. Simone was not feeling it. It wasn't like an exchange of
Not at all.
good energy. It
Yeah.
was uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
I wasn't here for it.
Absolutely. But I was thinking that this was about to go into, because the way that she walked out, she was like, nope. I thought it was about to be another like sequence of something, or them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe a flashback, a
Yeah.
dream sequence.
Yeah,
a
dream
song.
sequence. Well, yeah, exactly. With them like singing and dancing stuff. And I'm like, here we go again. But it wasn't. It was real. I was really expecting her to snap out of it.
When I
Did
saw
she
her
slap her
on top,
first?
I think she choked her.
Well, how did they get? She did something to the girl. I think she must have pushed her or slapped her because she knocked over a table and fell over.
Yes, and when I saw her hit the ground, I was like, okay, this is a real fight.
It's
because
real.
Star's on top of her, choking her out.
Choking that girl out. I was like, oh my God. You can kill this girl, right?
She picked the right one, though, because she didn't even fight back.
She didn't.
Real quick, the live chat that came through with the name Rachel.
Okay,
Rachel.
Rachel, thank you, y'all. She wore a neck. Thanks, y'all. Rachel. We got it.
And then I love how somebody in the chat, thank you, who said she did the African Jamaican girl spit. She leaned back and hopped back.
Ew! Why? I've never heard that in my life. That must be Rhea. I don't know that. Yeah. So, like I said, I just thought it was just a joke. I thought she was gonna snap out of it, but
the reality hit us hard, just like it hit Rachel.
Ayana was upset because I really thought, I was like, well, this is it. Like, they're getting dropped from the label. There's going to be no more Big Trouble. They're going to start back at square one again. But we see it didn't really go that way.
But what does that say about Ayana? The fact that she totally is not even... She's threatening to drop them from the label, but she knows their value. I can tell that now. And she has something riding on this. So maybe she doesn't have as many acts as she says she has, or so much money or something, because... She continues to say we're going to drop you from the label, and Star just beat up a girl. That would be ultimate drop you from the label reason for anyone else.
And like a lawsuit, and,
everything else, right?
But yeah, I guess you're right. She does notice their talent, but she also can't get rid of them. So I guess you have to deal with people that you can't get rid of, because damn, you're in my office again. Damn, you're at my party.
That's true, right? Carlotta.
Y'all won't go away.
Leave me alone. I said I don't want you guys. And they're like, you do.
Right.
Because we're great.
They're like, so we're performing at the next show. Like, what?
I see her starting to give in, though. She's
absolutely.
like, how did you get in my show? But it's really like, well, you just turned my show out, so I'm really not complaining.
Right, and Gigi liked it. So,
yes. Which was great.
Yeah, and so... Derek and Grandma have a conversation. I had all the look. You already touching your heart. I know, girl. And so Derek and Grandma, they had that conversation because she overheard the conversation between Alex and Derek. Alex really wants him to just pick it up, and I hate saying that, especially for someone who is disabled. Which I think it's temporary, anyways.
Me too.
But still, there was a line in there where she says, "Stop acting like your life ended that night," and he says, "Stop acting like it didn't."
Powerful. So many different people go through these perspectives where it's like you can't understand someone until you hear the other side of the story. Mm-hmm. And the way that he portrayed that, it really touched me and made me kind of feel a little less, because I've been saying, man up, Derek. Like, you've been down for a minute. Alex has been taking everything in. Like, she's been taking care of you. You know this. And he's really a masculine. Like, I think he really wants to take care of her. Mm-hmm. But the fact that he hasn't been able to has been affecting him.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, we can kind of see it in his eyes. Like, he's absolutely depressed. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's pieces of him that are absolutely gone. And I mean that in many ways. So, I could tell that he felt like his life is ended. There's he has no more hope,
Mm-hmm. But tough love is usually the grandmother's route, to be honest. Grandmothers usually hit you with the tough love. And sometimes, I've noticed that he had two dynamics, because he has Alex and he has the grandmother. And Alex is doing it in a much more
softer
subtle,
way.
very soft,
Absolutely.
very caring. And the grandma's like, okay, I got the other side of the cookie for you.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Burnt, okay?
I know.
And it's burnt. And it's burnt.
So she slapped him, and I was like, okay, no, that's not. I wasn't cool with that. No, I wouldn't have slapped nobody in a wheelchair. Especially.
Oh my God. Don't see it like that. That's her grandson, and he just
But I don't care. But even if I was a grandma, if it was my family member, I'm also not going to slap you in your wheelchair.
Okay. Not in her defense, but just to give a few little points. She's an alcoholic, and she we know
Granny ain't all the way there.
Granny's not all the way
so
there.
I get why she did it, but
she has these losses that she's discussing at the moment.
Yeah.
Her two sons, and I think that what she did was her way of trying to fight for him to rise up from where he is right now, because
they're definitely a small family. Yeah, they're a small group.
Right.
So I understand her wanting him to do more and just have more life in him. But I'm like, girl,
don't slap him though.
My God, don't literally slap him when he's down.
Right.
Jesus. Okay, so then we see Carlotta meets up with Brody at a park somewhere.
Shady. My shady
Park
alarms
meetups
were
are shady, aren't they? They're always shady. Yeah, and so apparently she has a hidden secret, which we didn't know, because he asked, like, what about what you did to Mary? And I'm like, ooh, what did she do?
Right, but
like,
it seemed so dark. I couldn't even get into it like I wanted to be like juicy. I was like, wait a minute, Carlotta, did you kill her? Because listen,
I was trying not to think that deep.
I tried not to, but it came right out.
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
do not.
I feel you.
And the way that she reacted to him was she kind of shrunk back. Like at first
she
was
shut
like,
down.
She was the mother bear at first, and then she was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, you know my secret, so
right. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet now.
close that up.
Yeah. No, I kind of felt the same way, but I'm like, maybe she probably just pushed Mary too hard, knowing that Mary was a drug addict.
Right.
That's one of the other elements I was thinking.
And then I'm sure she also had some underlying like issues with the fact that, you know, Mary took Jahil.
Oh yeah.
And so she probably was like, okay, so you're doing drugs and you got my man, so what the heck do you need me to supervise the situation? You guys handle that. You know what I mean? So think about, I guess, it from Carlotta's point of view as a younger woman.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, because we even see too later on, Carlotta had said that she sees more of herself in Star, the selfishness. I remember hearing that. I'm like, okay, now I can see that she didn't. Yeah, she was so selfish, you know, and over Jahil, and she just didn't care about what Mary was going through.
Wow, you guys, best friend, frenemies. What, I don't know. Is she a best friend or is she a frenemy? Because that was kind of fake. Like that
Carlotta?
was fake.
Well, I mean, you know, if you take my man, you're not my best friend anymore. So
Okay, yes, but I don't want to like let you die off drugs.
well, thanks, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
Thanks for being a good friend, even though I haven't been a good friend to you. But no, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, hey, everybody reacts to fame and just having their man taken differently. So
Either way, I think we can both agree that Carlotta should be forgiven. She should forgive herself.
she should absolutely forgive herself.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
a long time ago, and it's nothing you can do about it. Just go ahead and go to the Lord. Because that's what she
Speaking
did.
of, yeah, exactly. And when she went to church with Maurice, because I was like, where the hell are they going? And they end up going to
too.
church. And I'm like, okay. I didn't know that she wasn't as active in the church after the incident that happened with her daughter, Cotton. I thought that she was still very active in the church.
I hadn't seen her in the church.
Yeah,
as
right.
much.
So we hadn't seen her. I just thought that she was.
Right. And then for me, I feel like that last that exorcism type of thing
Whatever
that
that
Tyrese
was.
tried to do with his
God, that
crazy
made me
self.
so angry.
And I'm sorry I don't remember his stage name on there, but he tried to exorcise Cotton, and I think that that's what turned her off to church. But this whole time with Maurice, the way he spoke made me feel like he has some shady going on. And now,
I don't trust him either.
Is it me that just always thinks everyone is shady?
Well, it's Star and everybody's shady. But
Okay. Yes, you're right.
tell me, what do y'all think in the live chat? Do y'all trust Maurice?
Maurice.
I mean, he's handsome, so I get like why you would fall for him and get
Right.
lost in his eyes and all his muscles.
Beautiful white teeth. You see him?
Yeah, right.
Lance.
But I just, because he's such a smooth talker, you know, and that's a part of his job. Like, selling is a huge part of his job. So I feel like he might be selling her a dream.
Right, because what it,
Well, I'm onto something.
You're onto something because I'm feeling the energy. Because what did he say? He said, "I have a feeling you need to be somewhere else," and Iyanna does too.
Huh.
Iyanna is not the one to try to send anyone to church, honey. She needs to
Yeah.
be. She needs to be sliding up in that pew herself, so she can ask for forgiveness for her attitude.
Okay, because she is mean.
Mean all the time, mean girls.
So I remember last episode we saw Jahil and he was saying that he had a track for them and everything. And Carlotta, I think, called him out. She was like, "You on that stuff, man?" Basically, he was like, "It's caffeine."
Right.
But we
But it
see
was
when
real
he's in that
heightened.
trailer, he was cutting it up, sis. I'm
Yes,
like, oh,
with
so
the
it's
credit card, like we see on every other movie.
Oh, was it credit card or was it just like a card?
I thought it was a credit card.
No. Either way,
He's
it's
broke. He don't got no credit card.
right. It's just So we saw him cutting it up, and I was like, okay, so definitely it was not caffeine with your lying butt.
I was so disappointed, you guys. I have faith in him because he's been being so sincere with Cotton about his fatherhood. And
Well, crackheads can be sincere, babe.
I know, but I just didn't want to believe it. And I know they can because they be telling me $5, and I promise I didn't steal this lawnmower. You'd be like, okay, wait. But yeah, so he was cutting it up, and here comes Cotton into his new RV. Where did he get this RV from?
I don't know, but he just pulled it up like in Carlotta's yard, right?
He's like, "Welcome to my new home."
Aren't you violating a code or something? You just having this RV out here?
He's like, "The law doesn't apply to me."
Right, basically. Well, because he's, kind of dead.
Right.
But, so we saw him Oh no, when Cotton walks in or whatever, she was like, "Do you want me to do it with you?" And she actually sat down. She's like, "Here, we'll just do one line."
Right,
and I were like, "What?"
She has been missing the white girl.
I know.
Because she was like, "Give me just a
no,
little."
that's not what he's telling you to do, girl.
And then tell me why he said, she goes, you couldn't have done all this by yourself anyways, old man. Like, she trying to help him out. Like, it's too much.
Sharing is caring.
Exactly.
You know what? Like, no.
He shut that down really quick.
And I'm glad he did, because I was wondering, I'm like, is he going to be like, I mean, we can just do like one line together for a quick, because he looked like he was thinking for a second. I'm like, don't.
It's almost like he thought for a second, like, will this bring me closer to her?
It probably
do it. But he went against it. He did the right thing. Good hand clap for Jahil, because you don't make good decisions, sir.
He's still a crackhead. Yeah, well, so then, okay, we already talked about Carlotta in the church with Mari. So now we're at the party, right? And then Gigi and her cute dog showed up with matching lace fronts. I was like...
matching lace fronts, and she's like, get the dog. Bye,
yeah, she's
dog.
like, somebody come get the dog. Come get the dog.
Exactly.
I'm like, come look at that dog like that.
Like, I've taken my picture. I've made myself out into a good dog-loving person. Now get on.
What are y'all saying to us over here? Is what real life with that Rocket. Oh my God, he seems genuine to me. Okay, so some of y'all really think that Maurice is genuine. Y'all cute.
Wait a minute.
Y'all falling for it.
Tyrese needed exorcism himself in real life with that rocket. Okay.
You know
what?
But I mean, it is kind of getting ridiculous.
He was true to his character. Let's just say that he has something going on in him that needed to be exercised. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you guys know what's up in the. You guys think he's genuine? Why
genuine.
though? Can somebody tell me why? Because why do we feel like he's shady?
Why do you feel like he's genuine?
Is it because he's so
Bex?
fine? Because fine men be shady.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, don't fall for it just because he cute. Just because he's dark skin with all the muscles.
I want to talk about Noah and Alex though. Did you see what that was? I mean, was there a little something there or no?
I don't know, because I feel like sometimes between creatives, like whenever, you working with somebody, y'all just vibing, y'all are close, y'all feel each other, and there's like that energy between y'all, but it doesn't always have to be sexual, but it might be, so I don't know. It's Star.
No, I know at least one of us said that Alex is going to try to like venture out. I think it wasn't me, because I'm team like Daleks all day. Derek and Alex, certainly. Team Daleks right here.
I'm Team Daleks all day.
Yes, I am.
That is cute as hell.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's all over the internet. But I just think that the way that they vibed might have made her miss something in Derek. Like, you know what? We don't...
Like the ability to walk?
I need you not to do that. Because she is talking emotional. She's missing something emotionally because he's not there anymore.
He's still there. They have sex all the time. You saw what happened in the last episode.
Like, he's not...
Like, to be able to pick her up.
Okay, moving on.
No, I'm just like... What? I feel like he has it, and he can bring it to her.
I mean, but mentally, like, he's not there for her because he's not even recognizing that she's holding back all of these things. And when you're creative and you're singing and she was looking in Noah's eyes, it's almost like they can exchange that energy. And I'm not saying that they're going to go after each other, but I am glad that she got that release and the outlet.
Well, clearly he's not going after her because we see who he's going after.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I really just get, like, the coworker vibe between them.
Okay.
Like, between creatives, but...
Don't be mad at me for always shipping somebody, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody else said something else in the Snapchat live chat.
Ooh, look, that's how Jay and Beyonce started. Derek needs to start walking to get his girl back. He needs to.
That was messy.
But he can roll and get his girl back too.
That was messy, girl. You shouldn't have read that.
How's she gonna tell you messy? Don't listen.
Huh?
She just finished talking about it.
I think Iyanna Floyd may be working with Hunter's mom in the low key. What? That is so far
that is so
out.
good.
What? Okay. Anyway. So going back, we see that Jahil shows up to the club and he hands Iyanna a flash drive. So this is him trying again to pass over his music. But
he did admit that it wasn't his music before. It was he's like it's her cousin's, which is the nephew.
Right.
So you guys were right.
Yeah. So that's not because I'm like I hadn't really seen him do a lot of producing. He was more like the business, not the creative producing. So I'm like I feel like this is his nephew's work.
Right. And it's very like Miami. It's very like.
Yeah.
Reggaeton. So it's like, right, rompe. But it's like,
wow.
I took it way back for you guys.
You did.
But it's just like, where is it coming from? Where's he getting the music from? We never see the cousin. So
we haven't seen him since episode 1.
Right. I want to see him. I want you guys, man. Star, listen to us, okay? We're the
you just want to see him because you think he cute.
Well, yeah. But I also want that storyline. I need to know what's really going on with
I
this.
do too. I want to know if he's in some deep stuff like Kyle.
Right. Is he on drugs? Is he going to be
I just meant like shooting people.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I'm going deep.
I don't mean I think he's a crackhead.
I'm like, is he
You like, yeah, is he on that
shine-
stuff?
Like, is he going to come shine a light? That's what I want to know. Is he going to come and be a positive, like, something in someone's life in this story? I want to know. I need to see him.
Did you like the song Hold On?
I thought it was, good for the moment. It was empowering, it was uplifting, and the scenes that they were showing were like good.
I feel like it was a better fit for Carlotta in church.
It
like,
was for sure.
Not for at that party at the club. I was like,
I will admit that part. It was good for Derek and it was good for Carlotta, but it wasn't good for the girls. But what I think they were trying to do is like appeal to the hearts of the people. You know what I mean? But I didn't like that they said, y'all want to hear some real Atlanta music? And then they sing, Hold On.
I was like
that's
what's real about like the black choir in the back? What?
Maybe
I'm trying to
was
figure it out because I'm like, girl, I'm finna go to sleep. No, I'm kidding.
But their dresses were really, after they split
those dresses
them,
were so cute.
they kept me awake.
I liked it before the split, actually.
You did?
But it did actually add a little bit extra sexy with the
Contouring
split.
with the body. I liked it.
You're right. Yeah, and so, I mean, I don't know. I felt it was cool. I just kind of wish that maybe only Carlotta sung it. But then we see Derek, and he's really trying to get back into that, like, very proactive,
Get out of the house, do all
activist type thing. And so he kind of inserts himself in an issue at the convenience store.
You guys, this rocked my socks, okay?
Did it?
I was hurt.
sad. I was so sad inside. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that he should have said something?
Well, first of all,
considering his condition or not?
I think this is the first glimpse we're getting to see of that fire returning in him, where he's like, he was like that before. Remember, he
absolutely
intervened in another person's
He was
issue.
organizing stuff. Yeah.
So this is in him anyway, and he does not like to see discrimination. And I think that he was testing out this idea of, can I still command the attention?
Do I still got it?
Do I still got it? And he. Before I go on to that, you guys, was that the guy in the chat?
The construction.
Was that the construction guy?
I thought it was.
Because he's like, I just got fired for some stuff
I thought it was.
And he was ordering tobacco and chew and all that.
Dude, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, is this the same? But I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't like see the details in his face. But
did they do that on purpose? Have him ordering cigarettes and chew to make him seem more like white boy country-ish? Like, did they do that on purpose, or is that the guy? Can you guys?
I don't know. I mean, it could have been an added element, but I mean, the fact that he's white and a man and conservative and with that,
and
really Southern
girl.
accent, and he was, exactly. So being so hateful towards her, I mean, everything else like lined up, but I felt bad. So I'm like, I really hope he doesn't pull out a gun, because that's what I was expecting. I was expecting him to pull out a gun either on that girl or on Derek.
I ain't gonna lie, you guys. Because I am the one looking for a glimpse of hope all the time, I thought it was going to be like that slow motion scene where Derek was going to get up and do something. I was like, he's going to walk today, you guys. But, okay.
Girl, no.
Womp, womp, womp. Okay, it didn't happen. But just know that my heart was in the right place.
Yeah, mine was too. But I'm so glad that she also went to help him back up. But clearly he's so upset. So he just
stormed off. I mean, he hit his head, though. So, I mean, they didn't even address that, but I did see that he fell and hit his head. So I hope that doesn't affect anything later.
Right, like a concussion or something. I didn't think it was that hard, but just the fact that he fell in general.
It was his ego that got bruised more so.
Absolutely. His ego, his pride, all of it.
Yes.
Oh, bless him. So then back at the club, we see Star has like a little... Her and Noah, they just play off each other all the time. Like, I guess it's friendly competition. It's real. It's a little too friendly at some times.
It's those two alpha personalities. That's what they do.
Oh, goodness. He said something to her. So he made some sexual joke, and she was like, "Well, you need to be taller." Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
Right. He said, "We have to do it standing up," and she's like, "You need to be taller."
You have to be taller. Have you ever height shamed a guy?
No, never. Not me.
You're lying.
I've never height shamed a guy, but inside, I just don't date him.
I've said it out loud, but I mean, I don't know. I don't
just like really tiny though, like just so much so to where it's just like uncomfortable.
your height is making me uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, with this situation, they're talking about sex.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, because I don't know. I've had some guys try to walk up to me that were like, 5'5" or something. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you and I are gonna look like little friend. What?
Like this
like
commercial we
act.
saw that was crazy.
Yeah, that commercial.
So in the chat, everyone confirms it was the same guy.
It's the same guy. Okay.
And
thank you. I didn't have my glasses on.
I can't read the name. Is it Bex
Karen?
G?
Yes, her name is Karen.
And then Bex G says, "Oh
The
yeah, that
juvie
pissed
mate.
me off. I wanted to throw something at my TV." Okay, so you're like me. Fight the TV. Fight everybody. I'm feeling you. Yeah, because he was so
Going to do
racist.
something. He needed that to realize he needed to start his recovery back to walking. Well, I
He
guess.
did need that.
Yeah, it was the same guy.
He
Well,
did come out.
shoot.
He did come out of it, more like empowered, I think, because he told Alex later, like, this is not going to confine me. This chair is not going to be my life.
He's like, I'm going to be walking again. I'm like, yes. Come on now.
I believe it, and
but
I receive
he's still
it.
in therapy every single day, though, right?
Yes. But he feels like that's really getting out, but that's not really getting out. You're going to therapy and you're coming back home. You're not necessarily making any moves to place yourself back into society.
He needs mental therapy and physical therapy.
Agree. And
that's-
so many
I'm like,
people
what
in the
kind of
black
therapy
community
is it?
don't get, and a lot of people, period, don't get mental help when they need it.
Yeah.
But specifically, I think I can speak on the black community where it's like kind of like go to church,
Pray it away
type of thing. But therapy is necessary, and I think it's helpful even if you don't feel like cray. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To deal with something so heavy as like now you can't walk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Serious business.
Very, very. So Iyanna, we see a part. We see the real her, as Star said. She's on the phone trying to bring her dad in, and he stood her up, I guess, because
He
she
was
put
not
on this whole
satisfied.
party and he didn't even show up.
Wow.
She was hoping that he would be pleased. So now we see why she's so hard and so mean.
Right, and this has to
She's
have-
very like one track. She wants to bring in all these artists, bring in this extra money so that she can please her dad.
That's what the entire goal is to please daddy. And see, this is a different kind of daddy issue. Because, sometimes it's like the daddy issue where it's like, I don't have a daddy. But this one, it's like, I can never please my father. And I could hear it in her voice, the desperation.
She almost sounded like a little girl again.
She did.
On
She
the
went
phone
back
with
to
her dad.
childhood. And you could tell that whatever he was saying to her was just like, she's like, I got Gigi here. And he's like, okay, is she signed already? She's like, well, no, she hasn't signed yet. It's like, okay, well, bye.
Why are you calling me?
Right. You haven't called me with the right information. She's like, I'm working on it. You should see what I've done with the place. So obviously she has some hurt.
I feel like her relationship with her dad is also it's not very familial. It's business.
Right.
Like even at home, it's just a business relationship she has with her own dad. And I guess eventually we'll see who Charles Floyd is and what he's about.
Yes. And then in the chat, you guys maybe converse with me about this. I think that she is attracted to Jahil because of her daddy issues. Because Jahil he's like a very cocky, the way that he portrays himself to her, cocky,
Absolutely.
confident. And she has something for him. I see a little fire. So it's interesting. Do you guys think that when you have daddy issues that you choose the men based upon, because some people don't. Some people just go right ahead and choose the right guy. So, some. When I'm thinking of Iyanna and I think of Jahil together, I'm just like,
well, everybody got daddy issues on the show. I mean, dysfunction is what runs the show. So I'm pretty sure that, and his cockiness matches her cockiness. So I do wonder, are they going to butt heads though eventually, or are they going to be able to compromise and come together and really make something great with his producing and business skills, and then her business skills.
Right, but don't forget that Jahil has been calling Carlotta Lottie, and they've been having a little chemistry too. So maybe he's playing her. Maybe he's just like, whatever. I was just doing that to get us in the door.
I do feel like he's playing Iyanna. I don't feel like it's genuine.
You don't? Okay.
No.
I mean, he's such a flirt. I can never tell.
I feel like his heart is still with Carlotta, but he's just trying to play the game, so to speak. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. So Simone sees her juvie mate, Karen, at the party, and I'm like, how did this girl? Where'd you get these clothes and the wig? And
She
how'd you
rolled
get
up
here?
with a suitcase, girl.
Oh,
She rolled up with the suitcase because I was like, who is that coming through the crowd?
yeah.
And she
what are you
watched
doing
her, and she came to support.
Yeah, so they split up, or Simone split up with the rest of her members, and they're outside. Where are they?
In an alley somewhere.
The hood.
In the hood.
Okay, because Carla said something in industrial. I was like, listen, that sounds rough.
It sounds rough and far. Somewhere
and they were sipping on some. It looked like Ciroc. It looked like a Ciroc bottle. I'm like, Okay, I got it. Yeah, and
Somebody's a party girl.
yeah. So they were sitting outside on the block drinking. They were missing curfew because I was wondering too. And I'm like, it's pretty late. Shouldn't they be back?
Right.
In the.
I just didn't like that they bonded over that. I wanted them to bond over the grief
was
and
the
losing
only
their mothers.
one.
Like, why do you have to bond over drinking and bad things?
Yeah, because Simone says, maybe I could be your family. And then at that moment, it just looked sisterly. Like she wants a family member. And then
Right.
Karen takes advantage and tries to kiss her.
Listen, Karen did take advantage, but at the same time, Simone was leaning.
She was.
I saw it.
So I feel like Simone could have feelings for the women's.
Right,
But
not
I just
all the
hope
women
that
because
it's
she does not
not
like Paris
Karen.
Jackson. She does not like.
She don't like Paris,
Rachel.
but Rachel is also a predator, so I'm
Right.
sure she don't like that girl. But yeah, man, I was like, man, okay, I get it now, because y'all were saying this, past few seasons, episodes. I'm like, I could see her wanting a relation or having a relationship with a girl. Just, I hope it's not Karen.
I mean, Karen might not be so bad. I think she's just misplaced and misunderstood. Because clearly, she just kept reiterating this same idea that, okay, my mom had me when she was 14. I started robbing places. And then I met Dee, and Dee was family. That means she accepted her for who she was. And if you noticed, Simone even started talking different. You guys noticed that?
At what part?
When she was with her, she like let down her guard a little bit. She was a little more.
Oh yeah, she
hood,
said
a little
sometimes
more
I feel like
street.
I'm invisible. Yeah.
She started to express herself, but
Definitely.
even her voice, like even her inflection in her voice, they got a little more ghetto, a little
She
more
code
hood.
switched a little bit.
Yeah, she code switched a little bit to the black side.
I feel you. No, I was wondering too, but I mean, I just feel like they're on completely different planes.
Paths.
Yeah, I just don't. So, I mean, if they do have a relationship, it's probably only going to be temporary. Like, to me, there's no way that they can have something long term and real and genuine. So it might be temporary, but I would like to see her with another woman.
Right,
Please.
a better woman. I don't know, but what I will say is that I read up on this, even though I read very, very briefly because I forgot the situation. But she's a rapper. We talked about that before, right? So Simone might bring her in and change her life. She might all of a sudden be this, out
You're
of her
right.
shell. It could happen. Simone is a helpful young lady, and I think helping someone else might help her get through what she's getting through.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm sure people in the live chat are going to be like, I agree, I disagree.
Right.
Let's see what they're saying.
They said they
What
for
y'all
sure
think?
think she's bi.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm feeling more.
Ooh,
Well, I'm
hold
5.
up.
Oh, so 5'5" is fine.
Simone could be on both teams with Karen and Jahil's nephew later. Okay.
Well, but we don't know how
My man
old
is
the
your
nephew
man.
is, so I hope there's not a relationship with a nephew if he's like 25 years old.
Oh,
'cause
right.
that
We
don't
need to find out the age
Yeah,
first.
well, I don't know about that.
We
Yeah.
forget that Simone is so young, don't we?
So yeah, I wondered if Simone is exclusively into girls or if she's sexually fluid.
I haven't seen her give any.
We don't really
play
see
to
much
any-
sexuality from
Yeah.
her unless it's forced, when she's performing, because she's so young, so
Right.
she's still finding herself. So
I'm gonna need them to go ahead and have her 18th birthday party so we can
you
get
know,
it popping.
like, can we?
I don't
we
want to
just
do
age
too
her,
much, but
please?
just a little bit more,
Goodness.
But I will admit that I appreciate the storyline because there has to be a high school student or somebody watching who, maybe can relate to it and needs to get some of this messages.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because every story has a message somewhere.
Absolutely. Derek and Alex finally have their honest time. So wait, okay, did Derek only cook mac and cheese for dinner?
You guys, if mac and cheese is all for dinner, are you guys gonna give the man the props? Because I'm saying, baby, where's the rest?
I mean, that's because she was like, "Oh, it smells good in here." I'm like, "Oh, what did he cook?" And it's only mac and cheese, and I'm like,
But then she didn't even know he could make that because she's like, okay, the grandma must have made it. And he's like, I made it. And then he's like, now that we both have secrets, that he threw that bracelet on the table. Like, tell me,
"Yeah."
have you been shopping?
Yeah. So I mean, it's like she didn't really open up much though either,
did
because she
not.
just went straight into sex, and I'm like, "Girl, you have to be. You live in their house. Like,
Yes.
you need to be honest."
This is when she used sex to do what she needed to do, honey.
Yeah.
And he tried to resist. He said, wait a minute, I said
They
it was
never
your
can.
turn. He's like, okay, I need you right now.
take me.
Take me. So, I mean, but I need her to express herself more because I see she's going to be emotional soon about things because she's holding in too much.
She absolutely is. I mean, we already saw her flip out last episode, so, and I don't think it's done. I'm sure there's going to be more explosions coming up.
I see it being, so I think she went through the anger stage.
Yeah.
And I think, there's stages, you guys, I think that she's now going to the grief because I'm noticing that she's kind of just like being more somber.
Okay, so maybe she's coming back down.
Right, and then eventually she'll be healed though. Because
so maybe that was the tip of it though, like with her,
Yes.
throwing her phone and everything. I was wondering that too. I could see that. So Star visits her dad at the hotel, which she actually put forth the effort. She had to tell him that he's not her father and all this stuff, and he's like, "You've always been with me." And he brings out this picture, or she unfolds this picture of like that she drew when she was a kid
of their family. When I tell you guys,
and Simone was in the picture too, right? It was so brief, so I didn't get to see them.
It was the mom, the dad, and the two girls, and that's when Simone expressed because before Simone expressed to Karen that my stepfather was in town and didn't even tell me, so she must even have some type of feeling for him, like as a father. So this might be a good character.
I was wondering if she was that connected with him as a kid.
I mean, there was the picture, and Star broke down. The most emotional I've ever seen Star. I literally had to write down that she was so emotional over this drawing that I had to look up in the sky, or else I was gonna start crying.
I was too, and I'm usually not. I don't really usually get that emotional over this show, but I was like, oh my god. That was not. It was so sad because she did like this. She broke down. And I'm glad that she got it out though, and that he was able to not lash back. Like he was like he took it in and was like, this is all my fault, basically. And he said that with his eyes to me. Yeah. But then he also told her, like, girl, I was on drugs. Like, of course he wasn't making the best decisions. He was putting himself, Mary, and the two girls in danger. And Mary was too, I'm pretty sure, every single day. So, I mean, would you have been that forgiving?
It's not Star's problem, though. I mean,
it's not. Yeah.
It's not her place to have to be like, okay, well, you were on drugs, so I forgive you, or it's like, you needed to make a better decision. You needed to go to rehab. You needed to not make a baby then, or whatever.
Yeah.
Although he did say we did do one thing right, and that was make you, which was like,
I know. I was like, oh my god, because he keeps saying all the right things too, and that's what's tearing at my heartstrings.
But then, dun dun dun, I start thinking when you say all the right things at the right times,
is this the right time? It kind of feels like the wrong time because he popped up because, like Star said, he said he saw me on TV.
But the right time because they're about to blow up. So you definitely want to get in on the beginning. You don't want to come in when they're already blown up and she's like, okay, now I have all this money. So absolutely not. He's coming in like, oh, I saw you on TV, about to blow up. So this will be the right time for a scammer. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, because I guess the right time would have been, back when she was a child to come back. Right.
So let me know, what would y'all have done? Because I feel like in a situation like that with her father being a drug addict, you have to forgive somebody over and over and over again. And like you said, you have to have multiple conversations and therapy.
Right. And you have to be okay yourself.
And I think that, I'm saying, no, she's not. And I think that's why she's also not very forgiving of him and his situation. You just kind of have to understand, why people get on drugs and why they end up doing the things that they do when they're on drugs. It's terrible.
It is.
Yeah. So then she goes over to Noah. Clearly, she's having sex to clear her mind or something.
To release. It's an emotional release for her, and she's crying like during the sex. But it's so interesting to me that he doesn't seem to notice. I mean, I guess maybe he thinks he's doing it so great.
Yeah, he must just be hearing like the
whimpers type of thing.
I guess.
I feel bad for her because now you see where this is how she gets her value.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like I've noticed that since last season. I was like, she uses sex a lot. It's because maybe she doesn't have the language to express how she feels. So she's like, let me just use my body.
Right. Or feeling helpless.
Yeah,
or feeling like...
definitely. It's like survival sex to get food or to get money for things or gas or whatever. Or just, like you said, as a release. That's all she knows.
Snapping back after it, though.
Yeah.
She snaps back like, okay, well, I'm going to be the lead in the show. And I wasn't invited, but I'm going to go.
And sex for business. Yeah, she uses that a lot.
Does that,
definitely. So I guess we'll go into predictions now. Was the live chat back up? I wanted to see what people were saying.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Mac and cheese is college kid ramen. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
And
why?
I want to address this comment I love that says, I think Gigi will be a bad influence on her because I did not think that.
On which one?
It says...
on Simone?
Gigi will be a bad influence on Star, I think. Okay. Because... I mean, we haven't seen Star humbled to anybody yet. And I don't see her bumping heads with Gigi because Gigi came off directly like, kind of like a fan of Star's.
Yeah, she looked like she wanted to collab.
She looked like she wants to collab with Alex and everything. And that's where they're going to get there. She
only looks like she wants to collab with Alex.
No. She likes them all.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
just saying that's where they're gonna get their leverage with Iyanna. Like, okay, Gigi likes us, so if you want us, if you want her, then you gotta have us, type of thing. But I like that idea of her being a bad influence because she seems wild.
Yeah, maybe I'm crazy, but I think that dad is genuine. Some people say they don't trust him. He looks like a scammer. Other people are saying they think he's genuine. I'm just lazily trusting everybody. No, you are, girl.
I'm with you. I mean, like, I be trusting people.
Yeah. I know. I feel like it would be a very, very slow path. But if he's for real and if he's genuine, I'd also have to know that you're not on that stuff anymore.
And
how do you do
take
that?
a drug test and then come talk to me.
Yeah, take this drug test, Dad, and then we'll talk.
Right.
Thanks. So go ahead with your predictions, girlfriend. Let me know.
Okay, so first of all, Team Daleks. I definitely enjoyed the fact that they ended the night together. It made me feel like, okay, maybe she's not going to go that route and go with Noah. They're going to come together and finally have this connection, I hope. So that's that. Carlotta and Maurice have some chemistry.
They do.
I saw it.
They do.
Even Carlotta recognized it in this episode.
Yeah.
I saw her flip the wig bang to the side a little bit, and she noticed that he was flirting a little bit. I'm here for it. Carlotta needs a really hot chocolate man, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, chocolate.
The dad and Star, I'm of course hoping for, a reunion and full on, but the way that Carlotta's being a mama bear, I don't think she's gonna let it go down. And I'm ready to see the nephew. That's what. And then also I think that Cotton and the guy who got fired, there's got to be something that's gonna happen there.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere because
again,
we see him
not
again.
Going.
So it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
So that's all I have for you guys for right now. I want to get real crazy and say that Ayanna's going to hook up with Jahil and then Carlotta's going to find out and it's going to make beef between them two. But I won't do all that, but you guys heard me anyway.
So my predictions are, I think that they will collab with Gigi, Big Trouble, and Ayanna is going to be forced to have to meet Big Trouble's demands, and she's going to hate it.
Yummy.
But then I think Ayanna's also going to see, like, this is what you've been missing the whole time. Like, you might sign Gigi, you might not, but if you do, with Gigi is going to come Big Trouble,
Right.
and she's going to hate it. She's going to have to eat her heart out. I want to see who, her dad is. What's his name? Charles Floyd. I hope that we get to see him next, because I thought we were going to see him this episode, but he didn't show up to the party.
Right.
So I guess we'll see him next episode. I think Jahil, because we saw whenever Cotton was said, she was reading that letter from the guy Omari, but we don't know what's in the letter. So I hope that we get to see
I
what's
saw
in
at
the
the bottom a little bit, you guys. I peeped at
It
the
said, like,
end.
love or
it
something?
said like, yeah, it said love, and it said I'm looking forward to seeing you when I'm out.
Yeah, I saw that. That's all we saw.
But why is Cotton nervous about that?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. So I'm like,
Is it Elliot, or is it the fact that she fell in love with him, or is it the fact that she doesn't want to be? I don't know.
I don't know. So I wonder if Jahil,
you guys
because now
think?
that she's brought her dad in, and we know Jahil is a killer and he don't mind killing somebody. So
Right.
I wonder if now Jahil is going to be in killer mode after Omari, or what. Well, he's got to be. I feel like he just
way
is
he
because
said it,
somebody's
don't
messing with his
worry.
daughter. Yeah. So I really want to know what that relationship is like. We said, the construction guy, I don't think that's the end of him. I think that Elliot and Cotton's relationship will blossom into something.
In a love way or in a business way? Because remember, I think they're gonna have a
I
powerful.
think business first,
partnership.
but maybe love. I mean, the trust is probably not really there. Elliot's doing her a favor because he felt bad, first of all. So I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for me. I do look forward to seeing Big Trouble and Gigi's song.
Yes.
I hope it's really, really good. I hope it's a banger. I don't even talk like
Yes.
that. But anyway.
But we do still hope.
I know. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us as all for our after show in the live chat. Thanks again. We loved your comments. Thanks so much for talking with us. You all have been so awesome. And you all have followed us over here to our new platform. We love it. We cherish it. We admire it. Where can they find you, girlfriend?
You can find me on all social media at Shawna O. Always talking about Star, always talking about TV shows. You can catch me on DVR Report right here on AfterBuzz TV and Marvel's Inhumans on Sundays.
All right. And again, I'm Ivanna Williams. Thanks for joining. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.